Hey guys, Harry Thomas here, and finally my much anticipated third Q&A is here, so let's do this. This should be fun, so without further ado, let's start. Angel I Loves Movies asks, who is your favourite movie critic? Who inspires you? Well, I have many favourites, and some movie critics who are subscribed to me. If I don't say you, please don't take it personally. I always love you. You are one of my biggest inspirations as well. But if I had to choose my absolute favourite, I'd have to say it's a tie between three. Jeremy Jahns, Chris Stuckman and Grace Randolph. They have always been my biggest inspirations, inspired me to get my thoughts and opinions on movies on the internet for you guys to see. I've been following them for literally half a decade now, for over 5 years, and I couldn't be happier to be subscribed to all three of them. Jeremy Jahns is just wonderfully entertaining, and the way he reviews a movie like he's your best pal who's just come out of the movie with you. And Chris Stuckman, he just has a complete analysis on a film like nobody I've ever seen. And Grace Randolph, she is just she's so awesome because she's not afraid to express her honest opinion. She's not afraid to go against the general consensus. She's what inspires me to do that as well. And also Angel asks me 10 awesome questions. What is the worst movie experience you ever had? Oh, 50 Shades Darker, or scratch that, 50 Shades Shissier. That I was so lucky to make it out alive of that. Worst movie to win Best Picture. Oh, probably I can think of a few picks: Silence of the Lambs, Shakespeare in Love, and Slumdog Millionaire. And I was a bit iffy about The Hurt Locker winning Best Picture over Avatar, because Avatar's my favourite movie ever, of course. And just Beauty and the Beast should have won Best Picture, not Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs is ridiculously overrated. And Shakespeare in Love winning over Saving Private Ryan, what the actual hell? Favourite movie world? Oh, Pandora from Avatar, without question. Pandora is absolutely breathtaking. Yeah, James Cameron is a genius. And favourite line in a movie? Probably Gandalf's speech in The Fellowship of the Ring, when he's like, all you have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to you. So powerful. Oh, and a movie that's a you hate but everyone likes. Slumdog Millionaire. I hate that movie. I'm sorry. A movie that was ahead of its time. 2001: A Space Odyssey has aged incredibly well. That is totally ahead of its time and has held up today. And movie that depresses you. Oh, $1 Million Baby. As much as I love it, it is depressing as fuck. When was the first time you went to the cinema? Do you remember the first movie you saw? Well, the first time I went to the cinema was it was probably to oddly enough see the probably a few of the Disney hand-drawn movies from the Disney Renaissance in the 90s when I was a very young kid. I probably went to see the 1999 Disney animated Tarzan. That was a great experience. And most violent movie you have ever seen? The Passion of the Christ was unbelievably bloody and gory. And favourite movie decades would have to be a tie between the 90s and the 2000s. The 2010 should hopefully be that good. So thank you, Angel. Wonderful questions. Now moving on to Sarah Fetz, and bless her heart, she asks, will we be friends forever? Of course, Sarah, the only answer to that is a great big yes. I blow you a kiss. Mwah. Thank you so much. And Tosha Time asks, what is your favourite food? Oh, Me and my family love a lot of food, as I did cooking back in school, but my favourite food would have to be apples, but just to pick a healthy option. Thank you, Tosh. Mwah. And CM Guy asks, what is your favourite game on PS4? Oh, I still actually have a PS4. I know that sounds dated, but my favourite PS4 game was always the Simpsons game, our classic childhood game. And Qmendo Kitchen asks, what is your favourite movie? I get asked that in every Q&A, and I always say Avatar. So thanks, buddy. And No Star Reviews asks, can you speak any other language? I can speak a lot of French. I can speak a bit of German, Italian, and some Spanish. But overall, I have mainly spoke English most of my life. I don't really learn too many languages because it's a lot for me to remember. And both Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Quayna West have tested a run for president in 2020. If you could vote for the American elections, which of those two would you vote for, or who would you skip to President Camacho? Dwayne Johnson. He would be a fantastic president. He'd be way better than Trump. Anybody's better than Donald Trump. And finally, if you were deserters on a island with 3 other people, who would they be and who would survive longest? Oh, that's a tough question. I'd say Captain Jack Sparrow, Gandalf, and Harry Potter. I'd say Gandalf could probably survive the longest because he's basically immortal. So yeah, thanks, buddy. And future filmmaker asks, your favourite movie in the Toy Story trilogy? I love the whole trilogy, but my personal favourite would be Toy Story 3. Absolute masterpiece. Perfect conclusion to that trilogy. Shame they're making a freaking Toy Story 4 that nobody asked for. But thanks, man. And Tio Jorgreave asks, what was your favourite film growing up? Probably The Lion King was my all-time favourite childhood movie, and Dumbo as well. And what's made you get into film? I've always loved being transported to another world with different characters. I just basically wish fantasy was real, and movies are the best escapism for me. And what's your favourite live-action TV show? Doctor Who, always. So thanks, Tio. Movie reviews and rankings by Reese asks, how would you rank the MCU movies? Oh, wow. That is going to be a long ranking, because that's like 15 movies to rank. But I thought long and hard about my list, and I'd have to say Iron Man 2 is my least favourite. It's just meh. And For the Dark World is again meh. So that's my second least favourite. And then Captain America: The First Avenger, that's just okay as well. And For the first one is also just decent, but nothing more. And Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, sorry, I know a lot of people really like it, but I thought it was a decent sequel, but not much else. Iron Man 3 is good, I guess, and Ant-Man is enjoyable, and then Doctor Strange is pretty enjoyable, and Avengers Age of Ultron is a really solid sequel. Guardians of the Galaxy, fantastic fun movie, and Captain America: The Winter Soldier, I know many people would place that like right at the top, in the top 3, but still a great movie. And Captain America: Civil War, the best in the Captain America trilogy, pretty epic. And the first Iron Man, a near perfect start to the MCU, and the Incredible Hulk. I know that's going to shock you. I think it's the most underrated MCU movie. It's well, simply incredible, no pun intended. And my number one is, of course, The Avengers, the first one. such a awesome conclusion to Phase 1 of the MCU. Bring on Infinity War. Sean S. asks, which animated movie do you find worse? Norm of the North or The Boss Baby? Wow, great comparison. Both are atrocious pieces of shit, but I would have to say Norm of the North is worse. Norm of the North was the worst movie I saw last year. So thanks, man. And Sir Ty Jensen asks, do you love dogs? Absolutely. A shame I don't have a dog of my own, though I do have cats. And are you excited for Tom Hardy playing Venom? Absolutely. Perfect casting. He did wonders as Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. He should be an even better choice for Venom than Topher Grace, so thanks, Ty. And Future Star 2000 asks, what's my favourite superhero movie? The Dark Knight Rises by a mile. And how old are you? I'm 21. And top 5 movies of the year and top 5 worst of the year so far. My top 5 of the year so far would be Wonder Woman, Logan, the Lego Batman movie, Baywatch, and La La Land. And top 5 worst of the year: 50 Shades Shittier, Beauty and the Beast remake, The Boss Baby, Assassin's Creed, and the Mummy reboot. Thanks again, dude. Thomas and Lindsay FTW Diesel and Diesel TFTL asks, what's your favourite colour? It would have to be blue, because we live on a blue planet, and the Navi in Avatar are blue. So thank you. And Jenna Towns asks, do you and your mum like a favourite drink you like together? Our favourite drink would either be tea or coffee, or just water, really, to keep it healthy. And have you gotten noticed in your hometown as a YouTuber? I certainly have. A lot of my friends and family really love my videos. Before YouTube, what were your other outlets and hobbies? Just going to the movies, just chilling out with my friends and family, going to family occasions, and just doing as much artwork as I could, and of course attending college and after I left school with education. And do you hang out with a group of guys to do fun things when you aren't at home? I do visit my pal Steven when I can. His channel's called iQuadUD5 if you want to check him out, by the way. What's the easiest thing you like making to eat? Pasta salad any day, so thank you, Jenna. The Musical Nerd asks, do you have any pets? I do. I have 2 cats named Merlin and Elfie. Thanks, man. And the Riddles asks, who's your favourite YouTube channel? I don't necessarily have a favourite because I love all of you guys and I love as many channels as I can subscribe to, and who has the greatest superpowers? Superman and Wonder Woman. They're both invincible. They're both just kick-ass. So cheers, buddy. Country Girl asks, where are you from? I'm from England, the UK. I live in a town called Cheshire. Thank you, Country Girl. Mwah. Film Buffo 6 asks, what are some of your favourite Disney songs? Circle of Life, basically all the Lion King songs, Tale as Old as Time, and one song from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. What was the first movie you ever watched, and what are your memories of seeing that movie for the first time? Just watching The Lion King and be absolutely falling in love with it. Oh, I remember those days as a kid. And are you a fan of the James Bond franchise? What are your favourite Bond movies? All of the Craig movies, Casino Royale, Skyfall, and Spectre. Spectre being my personal favourite. Who's your favourite Spider-Man villain? Sandman from Spider-Man 3. He's so sympathetic. Top 5 favourite Disney villains. Well, mate, stay tuned for part 2 of this Q&A to find out the answers to the rest of your questions. I shall answer the remaining questions in part 2 of the Q&A, so I'll see you guys then. Bye, guys.